Hey you guys, it is me, Laura from Scraps of Encouragement, and I'm here today with our May paper pumpkin box. It is called Hugs from Shelli, yay! And I am so excited. I have been super eager to get this box as I love the kind of cards. Shelli, for those of you who don't know, Shelli is the co-founder of Stampin Up, and she helped to create and design this box, and it's very much my style. Like, as far as I look at it and I think, oh, I love that, that's so beautiful, but I just am not very good at creating it. So I'm excited about this box. I actually wasn't going to open it today even though it came, but our kitty is not doing so well, and we've been back and forth to the vet and on the phone with them, and it's really touch and go, and we think that he's definitely not going to make it, and then he looks like he is going to make it, and we just don't even know what's wrong. Like, his blood work has come back great, everything looks completely normal, but he is obviously very not normal. So I thought that I would go ahead and do this as kind of a distraction for a little bit of what's going on. In a little while here, we're going to go back to the vet to hopefully bring him home for a little while again. So yeah, it's been a kind of a day. So let's go ahead and open our box. So this month we have these stamps. Let's see. Let me see if I can get something to put them on to help you see them better. Ooh, that's probably not the best color. Let's try white. White's not great either. So we have, there we go. These stamps say grateful, hello, and then there's some dots. A feather, for you. Here's a bird, love, and this is an ampersand. And hugs, thank you, dear friend, and a little flower bunch here. And then here's another bird. This bird has its wings stretched out a little bit more than this one. So that is our stamp set, and our ink spot is early espresso. I have an early espresso that I already have, so I'm gonna use that. And then, and it might be noisy, guys, I'm sorry, it's just crazy in our house right now, but okay, so let's open this up. I really like this tissue paper, and I'm going to save it for either an art project or a technique. Maybe I could show you guys a technique with this for card making. That would be fun. I already have an idea. So we have our kit here. We're going to be making 4 cards, 3 of each design. Well, 4 different designs, and then 3 cards of each. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I'm actually going to do, I think, just one design at a time instead of doing them all at once. That just tends to be more how I work, rather than like stamping everything all at once and then putting them all together. I really just like doing one design at a time. So I hang on to this. I use it for mailing. You can use it for adding dimension. You can do lots of things with these, so don't get rid of them. And then we have our instructions. So actually I may, woo, I'm knocking things down everywhere. My desk is pretty messy right now, so I cleaned up. It doesn't look like it because you're only seeing such a small part of it, but yeah, it is a little bit messy. Okay, so we are going to start with, let's start with this blue card here. So we have this card base, which is really gorgeous. So I'm going to fold that over and use my bone folder here. And we need one of these big labels for that. It looks like, yeah. And this says, thank you, dear friend. So I'm just going to do it exactly the way that it is on there. So let's see. Get my stamp and put it on my block. There's thank you, and then I'm going to get dear friend as well and put that on another block. So thank you, dear friend. And I have my early espresso. I'm going to ink that up. So yeah, So if I'm really tired today, guys, I'm sorry. If you're on with me, feel free to chat and keep me awake. Last night we ended up about every hour to 2 hours we had to try and syringe some water and some food into our little kitty, and he actually kept it down, which the vet was really felt like that was a really good sign. That was really encouraging to him because he did actually keep that down, so that's good. And they said that today at the vet's office he did drink a little bit for them, which is also a good thing. All right, so I got those. Let me get my cleaner, clean my stamps off. So he did do that, and they said that he even growled at them a couple times, which this is not a kitty that growls, but I know that he is not feeling well, and that is a good sign because he has been pretty much unresponsive otherwise. So the fact that he growled at them is good, but he just kind of goes up and down. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the instructions here. I have that, and then I think what I need next, it looks like, is I'm gonna stamp onto the card base. Okay, so I'm gonna get this little floral stamp here. I'm gonna kind of see where this would go, about there, I think. So I'm gonna get my little block here, stamp this there. There we go. I love these images, and they go really well with one of the Bird Ballad suite that's going to be coming out in just a few days. Here, let me move this up a little higher for you. It goes really well with that. So I see that someone is here. If you'll just say hello, let me know in the comments so I can see that you're here. I am just going to put together some of these cards from the Paper Pumpkin kit, and I'm not really following the directions like I should. I'm just kind of looking at the picture and going with it, because that is just where I'm at today. Sometimes it's good to not have to think and to just be able to follow a picture, but at the same time be crafting, and when you're done you look at it and it's just like, oh, I don't know, you feel like you did something and it feels good to craft. Okay, so this kit, I never showed you what came in the kit. So we have the stamps. Let me show you guys, I'm sorry. We have these labels that are pre-cut. We have the blue card bases with kind of, I think this is a very vanilla. I don't think it's Whisper White. I think they're very vanilla, but I'm not sure. And then we have this kind of like scripty background on these card bases. And then we have the pink flower card bases that match the box actually. And then we have these nest card bases. So we have all those, and then we have matching colorful envelopes. Look how beautiful these are, you guys. These could be cards in and of themselves. So many ideas. Then we have these vellum feathers. They're colored, but they're vellum. And these are little flower punch outs, die cuts. And then we have a really awesome embellishment pack. We don't normally get this many embellishments. Ooh, look at this. So this is a velvet ribbon. It's a velvety ribbon. And then this is like a rough pink kind of thread. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that texture. It's really textured. And then we have some linen thread. This is just the typical Stampin' Up! Linen thread here. And then we have our glue dots, and these are mini dimensionals actually. And then we have 3 or 4 little birds here. I'll go ahead and get them out. Little embellishments here, metal embellishments that are really fun. And I think this is why this style is hard for me, because I don't normally put so many embellishments and ribbons and things on my card. I'm not always sure what to do with them, so I'm excited to kind of see how this all comes together. So now that you see that, okay, so I have my greeting stamps and I have my stamps there. So now it looks like I need some of this ribbon. Now you can totally put this down with glue dots. That's what comes with the kit. I am going to use my tape runner to put this down, just because I think that's a little bit easier. But you can definitely use the glue dots. I'm going to make this like that on both sides, then do another one. It's just the same. I am, like I said before, I'm so excited about these cards, but the thing with this kit is that it's going to be hard for me to do alternatives because I want to make them all just the way they are because they're so beautiful just like that. But I think it's fun to come up with other ideas as well, and not everyone always likes the things that come in the kit, so I think it's good to have ideas and options. Oh my goodness. See, look, I cut that one straight. It's alright, we'll fix it. There we go. Ta-da! That was easy. Alright, so now let's get some tape runner on this guy here. This is the snail adhesive. There we go. Put this there. And then we're going to take this guy and pop it up with some dimensionals, which I have lying around here somewhere. Here we go. I'm telling you, my desk is so messy. I have been working on really hard on getting the new Scraps of Encouragement website going. My hope is that I can launch it along with the new catalog, which is coming out on June 4. But it's a lot of work, so I hope that it makes things easy for you guys and that you enjoy it. And I've been writing a lot of stuff for it and creating a bunch of videos. I've got a beginners series, how-to tutorial series that's going to be up on the site, and just so many things. So there we go. Now it looks like for this one there is, yes, just a little bit of pink ribbon, and it looks like what we have done here is just taken this ribbon and wrapped it around, round and around and around and around, and then taken another little piece of it, tied it together. See, I just don't think to do all this extra little stuff, but I think it really looks so cute when it's all done. Okay, so got that. Cut off these ends here. Okay, and then we're going to take one of those glue dots and put this down here. So I'm going to use my paper piercer. You can use take a pick tool, you can use whatever you have, and it just makes it way easier to get these backs off. There, see? And once it's off, it comes off. And then I just take this and stick it onto the glue dot really tight, and then when I peel it off, it'll come off with that. And then these are really sticky, so then I'm just going to stick it there on my card. And then I am going to get one of the blue cutouts here. It looks like, there we go. So then I'm going to use another glue dot to put that on, I think. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get another glue dot here. Just going to pick this up, roll it, put it there. I'm actually going to do two just because I want to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. There we go. Then I'm just going to stick this right here. Oh, it's so pretty. Thank you, friend. So there's our first card, and it goes with this envelope here. Ta-da! How pretty is that? That's so wonderful. I love that. Okay, so next we are going to go to, let's see, what's our next card base here? This is one that we got a sneak peek of. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one next. Whoa, dropping things. All right, I love this bird nest. I don't know. I love everything about this kit. I think this is probably my favorite paper pumpkin kit that we have ever had. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm getting the correct size, which I believe is this. And this one says Hugs for You. So I am going to go ahead and get my Hugs stamp. Hugs right here. And I am going to ink that up with my early espresso. And this one is going to go down just a little bit. Hi Sophie, it's good to have you joining us. I am putting together the May paper pumpkin kit. Mine just got here a little bit late, and I love this kit. It is my favorite paper pumpkin by far. So I've been really eager to get it and play with it. So that is what we are doing today. Let me go ahead and clean that up, and let's see, where is the For You stamp? Get that out. So what kind of style do you guys like? There's so many styles of card making, just like, I don't know, just about any form of art or crafts. And what style do you like to see, and what style do you like to create? Because like I said, this style, I love the way that it looks, but when it comes to creating it, I don't usually know what I'm doing. So it's fun to have the opportunity to do that here. Hugs for You. And this one looks like it's going to be really simple to put together. So I think we're just going to take some more of this pink here. Yeah. And just kind of do a loop like we did last time. Only this time, we're going to make it a little bit bigger. And I am actually not going to tie this one together. I'm just going to stick it straight onto the back here. So I'm going to take some snail. You can do this with glue dots as well. And I am going to get that velvet on everything. Okay, so I'm just going to put some adhesive down here. And then I am just going to smack this on so that it overhangs. Let's see what we think of that. There we go. Yep. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals. I don't know what I'm supposed to use there because I'm not following the directions, but I'm going to use some dimensionals to stick it down because that just feels right to me. So then I'm going to stick this right. I'm going to try to make this go off to the side a little more here. Stick this right down there. And then I'm going to get one of these little flower cutouts, the pink ones, and then one of the double pink ones. And I'm going to use a little, I don't usually use snail this much, but for this project it seems to be the adhesive to use. So I'm going to stick this right here. And I am going to stick this one right there. And there we go. That is that card. And here is the matching envelope. Super easy. All right, so we've got 2 down, 2 more to go. So the next card I'm going to go for is going to be, let's see which one it is that I pull out. I pulled out, all right, this is the one with the birds. So this says Grateful for You. And let's see, it's got the birds here. Oh, you know what I forgot on the card? I forgot on this card. Ooh, I missed it. Okay, we can come back and add it though. It's got these little splotches here that we saw earlier. Let's put them right along the bottom is what we're supposed to do. Oh, I forgot them. Okay, so we're gonna ink up the splotches. And we're gonna run these along the bottom, just to add more texture. Again, that's one thing with this style too that seems to be always adding more texture, and I think with my cards I tend to be afraid to keep going because I don't want to mess anything up, but I think sometimes that's what makes all the difference. Okay, so here we go. There we go. Now this card is done. Okay, so we're coming back to the birds. Coming back to the birds. We're gonna get those on. I do too, Sophine. I really like the bird theme. I think it's really nice. I like, you know, I like the way it's all tied together too. I'm normally not someone who's drawn to feathers, but the way that it's used here, I don't know, I really like the combination of the birds and the feathers and the flowers and the way they all work together. It's very well done. Very well done. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this bird that has the folded wings first. Oops, I need a different block. Because it is right up in the top corner, and I think that that is going to help me line things up a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and ink this guy up. One thing with the birds too that's really neat is coming out there is, which I did a card a couple days ago, I posted a card with it, but there's a bird ballad suite with paper and embellishments. I'm getting ink everywhere. And a stamp set. Let's see if I can find the stamp set. Yeah, this is the stamp set that's coming out. That would go beautifully with this style as well. And then it's got coordinating cardstock. I mean, coordinating designer series paper. And so I'm gonna have some fun kind of mixing that with what we've got here and coming up with some fun ways to do that. So that'll be really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my other bird here. And I'm just gonna stamp a couple of this guy on here. Of course, too, my last name is Bird, so we tend to be drawn to bird-themed things in our house a little bit, I think more than average, too. So that, which I'm sure makes sense. So I'm gonna stick that on there and do one more of these guys. All right, so now I need to get my tag for this, which says grateful for you. You know, and it's so interesting too because early espresso is a pretty dark brown, but when I stamp it on here, I don't know if you guys can see, it looks a little bit different on the camera, but it looks more gray, which is really, really crazy to me how the color changes like that from the background. Okay, so I am getting the ones that say grateful. I think we already used, yeah, we already used the for you. So here's grateful. Grateful. Oh, I guess I need my tag, don't I? Yeah, here we go. So I also saw the paper pumpkin that is coming out for June, which you can still, it's too late to get this one. They do have refills available if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, but the one in June looks really fun too. It looks like they are beach themed and a bunch of little tiny note cards, like smaller cards, and a little bag to carry with them. And I think the idea is that you can always have little notes ready during the summer to kind of spread kindness around. And they've got, I don't know if you saw the video that I posted about it, but they showed all sorts of different ideas of ways that you can give the cards to people and things that you can do with the cards and just really use them as an opportunity for spreading kindness. And I think it's especially good in the summertime if you've got kids. You can totally do that with your kids. If not, it could still be fun too. Okay, so we're gonna use this and put it across here, it looks like. So let me cut this. And then we're gonna layer up that linen thread and tie it around. Oh my goodness, see, it's sticking there. Ha! Okay, let's see what we can do about this. Let's put some glue dots on, because that's just sticking to my tape runner. Where's my paper piercing tool? Okay, so we'll get some glue dots off. And having this kind of tool really helps a ton when it comes to working with glue dots. Okay, one glue dot. Because trying to pull these off with your fingers is really a pain. Okay, that should be good because we've got that other adhesive there. Oh goodness, it's stuck on my finger. Ah. Let's try again. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna use the glue. I think this ribbon is thick enough to handle it. I don't usually like to use glue with ribbon because it tends to seep through. But this ribbon is super thick, and so I think it will be just fine. But you know what I did again, guys? I keep forgetting to cut this at an angle. So let's get that real quick. There we go. All right, so we have that. And then this takes the linen thread and wraps it actually around, wait, no, I don't do that first. First I put my greeting down. So I'm gonna put that down with some dimensionals. And then it's gonna come together real quick, it looks like. Okay, so put this down right here. And then I'm gonna take this linen thread and wrap it around. Oh, wrap it around. I think I put that up a little too high, but we're gonna make it work. So it looks like they wrapped it twice. So I'm gonna take it and go 1, 2. All right. I'm gonna need just a little bit more. I think it tells you in here how long to cut it, but I don't know. I'm not very good at following directions. I like to just eyeball things and go for it, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna pull this out and wrap it. 1, so Sophie and I was telling them today, our kitty cat is not doing well, so we have been back and forth at the vet. We don't know what's wrong. We were there yesterday too. Last night was really rough, so we're still not sure if he's going to make it, but the vet does not think that we are at the point yet where we need to give up all hope. This morning I was sure when we took him in that we would not be bringing him home, but it's looking different now, so that's positive. I think they wrapped this around even more, but I am gonna go with 2 times. I feel like that's pretty good. I'm gonna make my bow. I always try to make this tighter, and it feels like I should because it seems to get looser and tie it. Okay. So there's that, and I'm gonna cut off my little ends. And then just have my feather to attach. And they put that underneath, so I will just pop a glue dot on and pop that underneath. These feathers are beautiful. I love that they're vellum too, that just adds to them for sure. Okay, so glue dot. Stick it right there. Stick this guy under. And there we go. That is that card, and it goes with this envelope here. So beautiful. Okay, we have one left, and this one looks really easy. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so this one is the flowery print here. And we are going to start by wrapping some thread again. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this around twice. See, this is a much better way to wrap it. That's what I should have done last time, but that's okay. Live and learn, right? Okay, so we're gonna get this cut off, and I am going to tie a bow. Now the thing too, when you're tying bows like this, if it's not in the exact right spot, that's totally fine. You can move it around later. And you can also make your bow tighter, bigger, smaller, whatever you need to. Okay, so see, this is way too big. Okay, and then I'm gonna scoop my little bow up, shuffle him up a bit. There we go. And trim off my ends. There we go. And now I need hello friend. I'm gonna put this right here. It just says hello, and grab my friend. It looks like, did we use friend? Oh, okay, so here's what they did for friend. Okay, tricky. Not really, but you gotta watch. Okay, so let me clean this off because I got some velvet from my ribbon on here. Stuff sticks to everything. Okay, so there we go. So if you look at this stamp, I'm going to ink it up so that you can see it better while I'm talking about it. Okay, this stamp says, Dear Friend. How many cards come in the kit? There are 12 cards, so there's 4 different designs and 3 of each. So this one says friend on it, hello friend, or no, it says dear friend, sorry. So we're just going to ink up the part that says friend, and I'll show you how to do that. First, let's do our hello. Where's the ink? Okay, so here's the hello. Oh, not that ink. This ink. Here we go. So yeah, there's quite a bit of cards in this kit, and I think they're the 3.5 by 5 inch size, but I'm not positive. Here, I'll show you. This is a standard card size, 5.5 by 4 1/4, and then these are these. So that kind of shows you the size of the cards. Okay, so we're gonna put on here hello. And then I am going to just ink up the part that says friend. I'm not going to ink up dear. And what you can do if you're worried about accidentally getting it where you don't want it, you can put a sticky note down over it to cover dear and then ink it up and then take it off when you stamp. And so then we've got hello. Whoops, sorry guys. Totally just hit the camera. Hello, friend. See, I messed it up there, but that's okay. We're gonna fix it. We are going to fix it. I did just what I talked about not doing. We're just gonna stick our little bird there instead of where they have it in the picture. So we're just gonna, let's see, they have the bow kind of down and the bird kind of up, and we're just gonna trade them to cover up our oopsie. No big deal. That's kind of the fun of it when you make mistakes like that. Just trying to figure out how to cover it up the best way possible. So let's stick this guy down. Okay. And my husband's about to leave, so I'm gonna finish this up really quickly. We're gonna go pick up Kitty from the vet. So I'm just gonna add some dimensionals to this guy and get him down. And that is all there is to it, you guys. This makes super cute cards really quickly. And the June kit I think is going to be really cute too. Like I said, it's more of a beach theme, and it comes with, I don't remember how many, but a bunch of little tiny cards, and I'm excited to see it as well. So let me pop this in, and there you go. This is the envelope that goes with that one. Let's see if I can find it real quick here. This is the envelope, and these are our cards. So thank you guys for joining me and for putting these together with me really quickly. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend and that you find joy in creating as you spread kindness and encouragement with your scraps of paper. Talk to you later. Bye.